Matt Sampson here with Hurricane Specialist Carl Parker. Carl, not a lot on the tropics horizon right now, but if we look back 8 years, Texas is getting slammed.
Yeah, that's right. A real reminder about what can happen at this time of the year. This photograph was taken 8 years ago today, and it was Hurricane Rita as a Category 3 with 125-mile-per-hour wind. And everybody was really scared for good reason in southeast Texas. So there was a huge evacuation, the biggest in U.S. history. 3 million people leaving the coastline and moving up into the central part of Texas. And the result was a terrible traffic jam. There were reports of people traveling 13 miles, and it took 15 hours to do that. So predictably, people ran out of gas. And when they ran out of gas, they had no air conditioning. And then suddenly in 100-degree heat, you've got heat exhaustion as a problem. And in the end, of the 120 people that were killed by Rita, 100 of them were killed by the evacuation, unfortunately.
You know, one thing I see here, this whole side of the road is empty right now.
Yeah, that was one of the big lessons about this particular evacuation. They didn't open up the inbound lanes of the freeway for outbound traffic. That's called contraflow. And they did eventually do it, but they didn't do it at first. This is September 21st. And now, of course, they're doing that. And when they had an evacuation for Hurricane Ike, it was much more efficient than it was in this case.
This storm was actually a pretty intense storm as well, wasn't it?
People had a lot of reason to be scared about this one. Just a couple of days before, when that picture of the traffic was taken, it was down to 895 millibars. That's the fourth most intense hurricane on record.
Wow. Thanks, Carl.